And we are live, and this is the movieboozer.com commentary track for the movie The Marine, a 2006 movie starring John Cena. This was recommended to us by Hawk Ripjaw. Before we get started, Hawk, why don't you tell us a little bit about the movie?
I want to tell you about this movie, but this is one of those that really kind of has to speak for itself. All you've got to know is that it's got John Cena, and that the villain is played by Robert Patrick.
And it's oddly good timing, because John Cena's in a movie right now.
Yeah, he's in Trainwreck.
Trainwreck.
Yeah.
Which, is this a train wreck? We'll find out.
That's a good lead-in.
All I'll say is that this movie is really bad and really stupid, but it knows exactly what it is, and that's what makes it really entertaining.
Well, you said just a second ago that this movie has to speak for itself.
Yeah.
So should we imagine that we're in the audience of a public speaking event for this film? Like this film is speaking at a podium? It's like I have to defend my existence.
It doesn't need to. It does not need to defend its existence, and you'll see why.
Oh, okay.
So we've got it keyed up. Pretty much like as soon as you see the very tippy top of the 20th Century Fox logo peeking up there, before the camera swings down, it's maybe a second into the movie.
A couple seconds, yeah.
It's pretty simple.
I'm at 5 seconds. Have I gone too far?
You have, I think.
No, that's about where I'm at. That's when the logo hits. Yeah.
Yeah. The rest of all the other seconds were just black.
Okay, well, we're probably fine then. Of course, my DVD copy might be set up differently than everybody else's streaming or DVD, whatever you're watching on. So
Sure.
Okay, so do we want to hit play on my mark?
Absolutely. We will count down, and you make the mark.
Okay, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. 20th Century Fox. 20th Century Fox. 20th Century Fox.
When did they ever get creative with this logo? Like I know in the Simpsons movie they had Ralph Wiggum standing there. How many times has 20th Century Fox gotten creative with their logo?
Not often. I mean, sometimes it happens.
The one that I find
Rocky Horror's got this like rock music version of it.
So you guys are just getting the WWE logo, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as that 20th Century Fox logo, the one I find most fascinating is the one, like, for every X-Men film, the only thing that they change about it is the X in Fox will stay lit for longer than all the other images, for, like, just a second longer. And
There's
it's
this
subtle,
really
but
funny,
clever.
There's this really great video where it has the 20th Century Fox logo, but it's somebody playing the theme song on a recorder, and it sounds really shitty and stupid.
Yo. Oh, God. Whoa.
You just and they just
Oh
screw up
my.
the whole
Is
middle
this
part.
for real?
This is a terrible.
That's a terrible.
That title-
opening,
What's the
yeah.
title screen?
First of all, that was shot on.
something-
That was shot on the worst of green screens, and
Yes.
that is stock footage from. Holy shit! This is Rambo 3 stock footage.
It's like.
I'm
It's
not
like
even fucking kidding. I just watched Rambo 3 the other day. That's from Rambo 3.
Nice.
Good to see John from Delocated getting some work.
Yeah, really.
His eyes
Yes, he
just
does.
adjust.
His
to the
eyes
light.
focus.
Now, if I see any interesting subtitle issues, I'll let you know. I'm watching on HBO Go right now, and they have their subtitles vary in quality a lot.
Oh, what's going on with this music?
Nothing.
I like it.
It's stock rock music.
Stock rock.
Oh,
Well-
shit.
There's a lot of exploding going on.
Oh, fuck.
Ken, this movie is the explosion of explosions.
He just shot through a guy several times.
Yep.
2 guys, actually, in a row.
This is all happening so fast.
Oh, now he's down to his knife. Just the knife.
Well, actually, the flame stick. Yeah.
Do you want to hedge any bets on how many minutes
Whoa!
of
Oh
SEAL
shit! He
training?
stomped the guy's fucking face in.
I'm sorry. Of do we want to guess how many minutes of Marine training John Cena got for this movie?
None.
Like maybe 5.
Like a Marine consultant talked to him and was like, "Yeah, this is how you hold a gun. Bye."
I'm guessing the stunt coordinator on set for the film was in the Marines, and he just said, "Yeah, but you got it."
No,
Move
I'm
on.
going to guess that maybe the stunt coordinator of the movie played some Marine-themed video games, and then did this movie.
This
Oh,
music
oh,
is so cheesy
Yeah,
patriotic.
that was great
Yeah.
music.
That was actually perfect for this kind of crap. How come all the other Marines in this movie look puny compared to Cena?
Everyone's puny compared to Cena.
Yeah, I know, but couldn't they have hired some other meatheads?
But then they probably hired small people on purpose just to emphasize how manly and cut Cena is.
That's my guess. Yeah.
It's like the trick in The Hobbit where they make Gandalf look tall compared to hobbits, but just like on a smaller scale.
They're not accepting Ron Popeil? What? Oh, he's been discharged.
His defense is, but I'm a Marine.
I got impunity.
It's like, I'm fired, but I work here.
I think the best example of this kind of scene, which appears in a lot of these movies, is in Major Payne with Damon Wayans, where after being discharged, he simply looks at his commander and says, "There's gotta be someone needs some killing."
Yeah.
And then his commander says, "I'm sorry, Major, you've killed them all."
That's like a critic joke.
Yeah.
Like the show The Critic.
Yeah.
That movie is basically like the kind of movie you would see on The Critic. It's way funnier than it has any right to be, because it's still very much not a great movie.
This is okay. So far, the biggest dilemma in the movie is he loves being a Marine so much, and now he can't be a Marine anymore.
Mhm.
My heart is
Well,
breaking.
I have feelings circumstances beyond his control will force him back into the fray, and he will have to fight for what is right.
You would think that. What is up with this like Renaissance fair music going on here? It's like Lord of the Rings,
It is. It
They
is.
spent all the money on pyrotechnics.
so they have to go with a recorder.
Yeah,
My heart will
so
go
actually, when Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Rings was recording, the music supervisor for the Marine, he was actually hiding behind the set with a spy ear and recording
Just
all the
stealing the music.
Stealing the music from Lord of the Rings.
This is the first thing he does is
All right.
Has his wife had a line yet?
Bang is
no, she hasn't.
No.
She just looked out a window and got horny,
Yeah.
Those are what I call sweater puppets.
and now they're in the kitchen.
I want someone just off camera to play a tin whistle when I fuck someone.
It's got to be in the kitchen, though.
Yes. I
Yeah.
can't believe you did that.
Just hire some
Pop it right out of
musician.
it.
Just hire a musician, put them up, like throw a mattress into your walk-in closet or something, and say, "All right, when things happen, play that tin whistle."
Ugh. See, in my scenario, nothing would happen, so he'd have no chance to play. I'd
See, I
have to
don't
pay him anyways.
I don't
You
have a
guys are
tin
making this
whistle.
really depressing.
I don't have a tin
Yeah, I
whistle,
know.
but I do have an accordion, so that could make for some very unusual
Love it.
accompaniment.
Classic
American
Ken, taking
Marine
it too
gig.
far.
I don't know, maybe Zydeco would be good sex music. Some washboard.
No. Oingo Boingo.
Oingo
Name
cuts
Boingo.
out.
is similar.
Cuts into Pantera on a fucking dime.
Pantera.
So the less you pay attention to the dialogue in this movie, the better.
Yeah, well, this movie's kind of like The Tribe, that new movie where it's all deaf kids and the movie's not subtitled. It's just
Yeah.
all sign language.
Yeah.
So if you imagine it like that, we can just tell exactly what's happening based on the music and the body language.
Oh,
Right.
Robert
Come on,
Patrick
Shaq's coming.
is not Martin Sheen.
Yes.
Wicka, 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 wicka.
That's the hairdo he's going for right now.
This fucking score is all over the place.
The score is bad.
It's amazing.
It's amazingly bad. Yeah, this is actually this would have helped Olympus Has Fallen if it had this kind of score.
This was like the era of movies, though, when you got like Papa Roach or something playing during the interlude scenes.
Yeah. And again, that would have helped Olympus Has Fallen.
I think literally anything would have helped Olympus Has Fallen be a better movie. As Felix said, that movie is an absolute taint.
Yeah.
Something about taints with that movie. I can't remember what it was. It licks. I think she said licks taint.
Wow.
The composer on this film, by the way, some of his other credits include being an additional orchestrator on Police Academy 4 Citizens on Patrol,
Ooh.
Hudson Hawk, Cop and a Half,
Cop and a half.
and We're Back, A Dinosaur's Story.
I love
that had good music.
So he kind of evolved with time. Actually, his most recent work was
What was that camera shot?
he was credited as an additional orchestrator on Toy Story 3. So he helped Randy Newman.
Why did the camera do that?
We just twirl around Robert Patrick for no reason.
There was no reason.
And it did that noise. It did that twirling noise. That
He really likes women's jewelry.
I love that.
excuse me, pop.
Robert Patrick is clearly having the time of his life in this role.
Yeah. Well, he knows it's shit.
This script was written by a fucking high schooler, I swear to God.
I have severe intimacy issues.
And a gun.
What? He would make an awful
Wow.
Bond villain.
Oh my god. Getting flashbacks to Double Dragon, where he was also the bad guy.
He would make Robert Patrick would make a great Bond villain in the Brosnan era.
Yeah, you're right.
Totally unnecessary for her to do that.
Whoa.
Guys, I'm having some technical difficulties, so keep going. I will jump in when I can.
Okay.
All right. Feel it.
His mom was having technical difficulties.
You're always on Ken's case, Hawk.
He and I are always on each other's case.
Yeah.
It's the give and take of a business relationship, editor and writer.
Well, that's true.
Give him shit, he takes it.
He wraps up in a gift.
Thanks for shopping at Dillard's.
Yeah, really. What was I thinking?
That was a good joke.
What if he did rob at Dillard's? That's like lame.
He's like, no, I want to sniff that perfume. No, the one next to it. Let me try that one, yeah.
It'd be like robbing a fucking Burger King. That was a South Park episode, actually, where they had villains like this, and the big joke was they robbed a Burger King.
Yeah, it was. Didn't they? There was that movie Tanny with Melissa McCarthy where she robbed the burger joint she worked at, and
Oh.
Right.
that was like one of the only halfway decent parts in that entire movie, and it was in the trailer.
Yeah, never saw that one.
You don't need to see it.
Right.
It's not good.
Ah, he loves South Carolina. Okay.
So where are we at right now? I just want to make sure I'm queued up correctly. I think I might be.
Robert Patrick is leaving the building.
Okay, that's where I am. Just making sure.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm trying to pull up a movie. Basically, my TV app for HBO just crashed.
Oh,
Wow. What is that porno going on in the background?
No, this is
What is this?
Way too big of an explosion.
No, what's this song? It's like
More
it's
human
Korn.
than human.
Oh no, it's White Zombie. Why did I think it was Korn?
Yeah. Did you get it figured out, Ken?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the movie. I'm doing, I'm hardwiring my laptop directly to my TV, so that it doesn't crash this time.
Okay. Well, let us
It'll
know
just
when
take
you get
another
it.
second.
One of you guys will have to tell him the timestamp because I can't actually pull it up on the DVD that I know of.
Okay.
I'm so spoiled by Blu-rays. I didn't realize I can't do a fucking timestamp on a DVD.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it's just this DVD that I have.
A Blu-ray player will do it.
Well, I think what happened is that the DVD that I bought off Amazon was bad, and so I ran to FYE and got one of their pre-owned ones, and it was $1.99 because I think, judging by the box, FYE bought one of the old Hastings bare bones rental discs, which has just the movie and nothing else on it.
Right.
That's probably why I can't. It still looks fine. The quality isn't bad. It just doesn't have any of the extra stuff DVDs have.
Well, the quality is only as good as the movie, and the movie's quality is like almost an Adam Sandler film where it's like close-ups, and you got a small set because they didn't care. You know, they just made like one of those play school sets, you know, and it's like
What the
5x5 or something.
All right, what time are we at?
We are at
1441.
41. Yes.
Wow, John Cena in a tie.
Looks like he's gonna break out of that like the Hulk.
Yeah.
He's always too big for the clothes he wears. That's just a John Cena thing.
You can't see me. My time is now.
My time is now, yeah.
It's the franchise, but I'm shining now.
They took his Game Boy away? That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, really. He's reading Men's Health.
Well, how would you
Anybody
guys
else?
like to be manager of security in an office building or whatever they're doing?
I don't think he's even manager. I think he's just a security guard.
No, he's not. But his friend was saying, he's like, "Oh, it's great working here, man. In a couple of years, they move you to management."
Why does this guy look like Jack Black?
No, who is that? It's can't remember who it is.
Yeah, he is pretty familiar.
Oh man, it's like on the tip of my tongue. I just saw him in something.
Oh,
Don't mess with me, pork chop.
This doesn't look like a whorehouse.
Wow, this dude's over the top.
What time are we at for you guys?
I'm at 16:13.
Yeah.
Okay, I should be in sync then. They just got into the elevator, right?
No.
No, now they did, yeah.
Oh,
Now
okay.
you've gone and done it.
You're maybe like a second or two ahead of us, Ken.
All right, I'll pause it.
Why does he didn't seem angry? He just was controlling the situation.
John Cena never gets angry.
You got the Drake. Shouldn't he have thrown him through the window?
No, you'd have to pay for it.
No, there's time for that later. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Thanks.
The Drake.
Ken, you should have commentated on something last night when you were getting wasted. That would have been funny.
That would have been epic.
Yeah, I spent most of that time sleeping, honestly.
I guess your internet went out too, though, didn't it?
Yeah.
He called him a genie.
Tell your boyfriend to back off. Such a mid-2000s action movie thing to say. Look at this businessman just tried to roundhouse kick Cena and totally failed.
Are you a little ahead, or are we? Am I just behind?
Hawk is slightly ahead,
Very
but
easier to
only
win
by
by
like
throw.
By like half a second. So.
Right. Okay.
Wish granted, Bill.
Oh, you're good. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
No, I was saying you got the throw through the window that you were asking for.
Yeah. Finally, but I wanted it off of like the 3rd floor.
Oh.
Now wait a minute. Why didn't an alarm go off?
The alarm?
Because
when they broke that window.
It wasn't in the budget.
Right.
This guy has more ham in him than...
Yeah, this guy's great.
I don't know. I had a joke there, but I lost it.
I wish this guy was just the villain.
That guy's the villain.
I wish that guy was the villain.
The Drake.
Does he start working with Robert Patrick? Does he become like his little crony?
No.
That would be perfect.
Thank God this is not one of those movies that has the dumbass comic relief character.
How about Mike's Hard Lemonade?
It looks like...
Oh, it's never mind. It's
Miller
a beer.
Genuine Draft.
It looked like a fucking Mike's Hard at first.
At least they're not drinking Zima.
Zima. Why do I keep trying to force myself to like Zima?
The guy who plays Deathstroke in Arrow is in this movie. I didn't know that. I don't know who he plays, but Okay, so his friend is Drew Powell. He has been in a lot of things.
Is Deathstroke a supervillain who kills people by masturbating them to death?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Absolutely.
I'm glad I could call that from the name, because, that makes sense, right?
No, seriously, Deathstroke is one of the coolest DC villains that they ever did. He's a hardcore assassin. So
I would imagine that sounds pretty hardcore.
I know who I figured out. I figured out who his friend is. It's from the TV show Gotham. He plays Fish's right-hand man. So I don't know if you guys watch Gotham. That's what I know him from. He's also been in 1408, the Straw Dogs remake, Starship Troopers.
That's where I know him from.
Yeah. Let me guess. In Straw Dogs, he played one of the rapists.
He plays Bick. I don't remember if Bick is one of the bad guys, but
my name is Bick, and I got the dick.
That's kind of a 50-50 shot there, Bill. I mean,
yeah, we really don't know. Yeah.
Everyone in Straw Dogs is a rapist except for the main character and his wife.
Jesus.
Yeah.
In the company of rape.
That was perfectly timed. And I'm gonna go home and see my wife.
Speaking of rape, what?
Well, Donald Trump's lawyer just said that rape can't happen between a husband and a wife.
Yo, this movie's sexy.
We should definitely not get into a rape Donald Trump conversation.
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay.
Let's talk about this perfectly consensual act that's about to go down. Oh my God! When did the Get Shorty score come in?
Yeah, really. Why? This is like badly. This score has no place in this scene.
This score is all over the fucking place.
They might as well put in Looney Tunes music while they're at it.
He unbuttons his pants and it's like.
They probably paid the composer, the bargain basement fee for something like that, and he just went to the library and rented a bunch of library music or something. Because this sounds stock.
He went to Sam Goody and got one of those CDs.
It's like the Charlie's Angels score had.
Oh, this is really bad score music.
To be fair, there was some funky guitar in his intro before, when it wasn't a porno scene.
Yeah, but it's still out of place.
He's just really into the funk, man.
I guess.
He's so hardcore he can be making out with his girlfriend and still take a phone call.
Yeah.
That's how many fucks he doesn't give.
You arrogant bastard.
And she's just gonna strip in the background because this is that kind of movie. It's a sexy movie.
That was quick.
Yeah. Control of my dick.
Well, I sure hope he would be in control of his dick. It's attached to him.
You can't be in control of that thing.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I'm sorry you're not in control of your dick, Bill.
I have no control.
It likes what it likes.
I think it moved. A man made it move.
Oh no, it's whistling now. What's this? This is R&B music now.
Yo!
Is it just me or does Don Cena? Don Cena.
John Cena.
Does John Cena look kind of like if Josh Hartnett and Matt Damon had a baby?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Why don't he just ask his friend to not tell anybody about what happened? Like, throwing somebody through a window is something like that people wouldn't know about.
Hi, honey, I got fired today.
Hi, honey. I'm still wearing a push-up bra even though I'm at home relaxing.
Well, yeah, it's, you know.
You got to do that, right?
Yeah, look good for your husband. Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah. Especially when you're a trophy wife.
Well, I think she's trying to look good for the audience.
Well, it's Kelly Clarkson. She
Well,
is.
yeah.
Is that who that is?
Well, not that Kelly Clarkson. It's the WWE Kelly Clarkson.
Kelly Carlson is her name.
Carlson. I mean, sorry.
Yeah. She wasn't. By the way, she was not a diva, as far as I know.
I don't watch enough wrestling.
Listen, I don't. What does that mean? She's not dramatic? No, I'm kidding. I know what it means.
Yeah. No, she wasn't a wrestler. That's what I'm saying.
She's not a drama queen, or as a diva, as you call it.
Yeah. It's not me, baby. I'm used to shooting people in their back.
Why doesn't he become a real cop?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's actually a pretty good question.
Like, could
It's a very good question that I've never thought about.
Like, isn't that the logical, next step or something? Maybe he could work in a training center for National Guardsmen or something. I don't know. He could do all sorts of shit.
Well, really, even when you get discharged from the Marines, you have other options to keep working for them, I think.
I think so, yeah.
He's John Cena. He ain't behind no desk.
And that's another thing, too,
even though he is behind a desk, yeah.
He's like a perfect physical specimen for the Marines, and yet they let him go?
He should be a Terminator. Just donate his body to Skynet, and they'll use him as a template in, 2042 or whatever.
Yeah, but does that pay well?
Yeah. I mean, you won't have very much time to spend the money, but it probably does. This is actually one running joke in the movie that really irritates me. Is this bad guy's like, is he not gay stuff?
Yeah, it also has no place in this because it's just a distraction from the main story, which is supposed to be Cena.
Right. This is gonna. There's a lot more downtime at the beginning of the movie than I remember, but once it picks up and gets a lot more entertaining. I just forgot how boring the first 25 minutes are.
Was that supposed to be a joke where they mentioned rock candy and he just stood there?
Yep. Something bad happened to him with rock candy at summer camp one time, and they mentioned that about 3 or 4 more times. So.
What, it got shoved up his ass or something?
Oh, probably.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That would not be comfortable.
No, and I don't know why whoever wrote this thinks it was a funny joke, because it's not. But
well, you guys don't watch WWE television, do you?
Mm-mm.
I do every once in a while.
Okay, this movie came out a couple years after storylines involving necrophilia, suggested rape, man rape.
So this was
Muslim
the gay panic years of the WWE.
Muslim Americans being killed on screen. The WWE isn't at least at this time, was not in PG mode. They're now in PG mode, where they're playing things a little more carefully. But back around this time, this was post-Attitude Era. They were really
a dark time.
It was an odd time, is what it was. They had a lot of weird storylines going on that were really button pushing. They had a match once, and where one wrestler was fighting, and if he won, he would get to have sex with the other guy's valet.
Huh.
Okay.
That makes no sense,
This is a real thing that happened.
That was a real
I
thing.
don't know what his problem is with his van. Those old wood paneled cars on the side were awesome.
Oh yeah, those are great.
This whole scene has no point, by the way.
It doesn't. Then he looks at this.
I
I hate
want
that character so fucking much.
I can't believe that just happened.
I feel like I
music
really
here?
have to apologize for dragging you guys through these first few minutes. Okay, so it's going to be maybe
baby boy.
only a couple more
Hard
minutes
cut to
left
shitty
before it kind of
hip-hop.
blows up. So we're getting to it.
Can we just talk about the saxophone and the na 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 that just happened?
Yeah, really.
Because that was great.
They're on vacation. What song would you use for vacation?
No. Before that, when the black guy looked at the Cadillac.
Oh, well, he's a black guy. You got to get a sweet ride. That's what the point of that was.
Yeah, really.
I mean, seriously, that was
WWE
a total. That was an ugly stereotype they just played on.
WWE is not, or at least at this time, wasn't very good with subtlety with regards to race or gender or anything really. They were blunt.
Well, I mean, isn't the history of the WWE basically ever since they started play acting, they've represented the moment with like every character playing a stereotype of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the history of wrestling, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling has always played up the stereotypes in an effort to rile the crowd up,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fine. But
If
you
you
gotta
ever,
be
like-
careful.
I've been to smaller, what would you call it, like a guild or a wrestling company, like I've been to like the independent ones, like local ones.
Independence, what they call it.
They go even further with it because it's live and they want to get the crowd involved and riled up.
Yeah, sometimes they go out in the crowd, and sometimes the crowd gets really pissed off and they'll throw shit. One time in the 60s, they had an Arab character, and a woman actually threw her fucking baby at him. This is a real story. That
Like her
actually happened.
actual baby was thrown at him?
Yeah, like she threw a baby, her baby, at
What
the
was
guy
she trying to accomplish with that?
to hit him with something.
And she didn't care. Like, fuck your baby.
Yeah. Now this makes me laugh. This gang, they're like professional upscale gangsters, and they're at
Buying
some stupid gas station buying snacks.
Gas
Yeah.
station where gas prices are $1.94.
Well,
What
you'll
the
see these crooks are not
74.
entirely
Oh,
smart.
that's the premium.
74.
These
Like, the
gangsters
person
are
who wrote this movie didn't have enough smart things for smart criminals to do, so they just do like regular stuff, and it comes across.
It comes
So
across.
right around here, the movie just kind of takes off and doesn't stop. So this is where the entertainment factor that I love it for comes in here in about a minute.
The
Yeah,
exciting
that-
gassing up scene.
That is an awesome police car, though, and comically huge aviators.
It's also tense.
How you doing?
You like your Cadillac.
He didn't respond to my "How you doing?"
But something's probably up. Everybody always asks how I'm doing.
I like how the one dude is just reading a Men's Health magazine because, like,
I think that's Deathstroke, the guy reading the magazine. Manu Bennett.
Oh, okay.
Bill, we're probably using the same copy. What's your timestamp?
I am at, let's see, on my streaming copy, 31:44.
44?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm caught up.
All right.
I think I'm good. Not since they tore it down last year.
See, this guy got shot just now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So
oh, CGI bullets flying into the air? That's high tech.
Ping.
Whoa.
Whoosh.
are you guys ready for one of the biggest explosions you've ever seen in your life?
Sure.
Well, it's a gas station, so I figured if there was going to be a shootout, the gas station's going to end up blowing up.
Yeah, she
Oh,
forgot
it
the
does.
Dorito. She forgot the
It
Doritos.
does.
By the way, maybe I missed something, but is there a motive for them kidnapping her right now?
There's no motive whatsoever. They should actually. The logic would have been they should have just killed her.
Yeah.
Come here, bring her.
Haven't you
John
learned by now that
Cena.
logic in this movie is a bad idea to try to
Wait, they're not killing her because they need a hostage. He certainly wasn't thinking of that like 5 seconds ago when he shot the last person he thought, the clerk.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, really. Well, he didn't shoot the clerk. The girl did.
Oh yeah, right. Well,
there was
okay.
really not any proofreading stage to this script at all.
How? I don't. Okay, there he goes.
He's a man of my own heart. Just likes to see explosions.
Look at Robert Patrick. He's just rolling his eyes like, dude, what's up with the fucking explosions?
And this, my friends, is why gas prices are so high now.
Yeah.
It's all because of this movie.
Yes.
And I love how he gets thrown back by the explosion like that.
Well, now John Cena's going to become Dark Man.
Oh, I mean, you gotta love how much dedication they put into the explosions of this movie, though. Like they care about that at least.
Did you see the bumper sticker on that cop car? Donated by your local drug dealer.
Yep. So, I mean, the script is really bad. The movie definitely kind of knows what it's doing.
Oh, not content with the explosion ending at that, they have to have the slow motion running away from an explosion.
Yeah. It's so great. Hey,
Mr. Policeman. Mr. Policeman, I know you've been shot a bunch of times, but I need your car.
Yeah, seriously, he was shot like several times. He should be dead right now.
Yeah, I like how they made a point to show that he wasn't actually dead.
Oh, he's smashing out the windshield.
He stole his bullets.
Yeah.
So now fragments of glass are going to hit you while you're driving at high speed, and other things like bugs and shit.
That was a joke in Superfast.
Oh, that John Triton. Okay.
It's like, oh, your wife? We'll get right on it, sir. They just click and drag that case to the top of the list.
It's my wife.
It's his wife, guys. It's his wife. I'm serious. We gotta take care of this now.
I love how he just says, "This is John Triton." Like, oh, okay. Who's that? Everyone should know who I am.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
They're driving kind of leisurely for somebody that just blew up a gas station.
It was out of the budget to close the road off and drive at an actual fast speed.
John Triton's wife is a master of bitch foo.
Oh, there's way more where that came from.
Settle down.
Bum, 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 bum.
Citations needed. He says that ain't cops, but like the only way you know that is looking at.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Rock candy joke again.
Yeah. Which I don't even know why. Where's the rock candy?
Yeah, I don't. That's not a good choice for the movie at all.
Yeah.
This movie's a whole lot of not good choices.
It is. It really
Also,
is.
all the shots they fired at this car, seriously, the engine block hasn't been pierced yet.
I like how he just holds up the bulletproof vest and blocks all those shots. It's so stupid. I was like 16 to come out, and I was like,
Did this police
I realized
force-
that was dumb.
Did they go out of their way to bulletproof everything except the windshield in this police car?
Well,
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
This movie has middle school level logic.
It does.
This is what you would write in middle school.
I will bet you guys money that the writer of this just took ideas from his son. It's like, hey, Timmy, what should we do next? And then the car gets shot like 1 billion times with never reloading.
And
Yeah,
he holds
Timmy.
up a bulletproof vest to stop the bullets.
Timmy, you're amazing.
My son, whose favorite film is The Rundown.
Actually, The Rundown is significantly better than this.
Well,
Yeah,
The Rock
and
does punch through brick.
There goes the windshield finally.
And like, doesn't he scream when he does it too?
I think so. Yeah.
That movie is amazing.
By the way, what exactly is he accomplishing by trying to run this fucking SUV off the road? His wife's in that car. If it runs off the road, she's dead.
Do not question John Cena.
Oh,
He does action things.
John Triton. Sorry.
Well, John Cena, John Triton. He just does actiony things like diving out of stuff and breaking up things and.
I've got to save my daughter Ariel. Whoa! That was lazy.
Whoa!
Well, I guess them Duke boys are up for some real crazy. I don't know. I lost it.
Yeah.
There goes the bumper of the car.
Yeah. Look at Cena's car.
That car's more beat up than the car in Blues Brothers at the end.
That car's more beat up than... Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Yeah, don't
top
make
of the
that.
car?
Boom!
Yeah, I'm glad Bill knew where I was going with that joke.
So after we did a face-off commentary the other day too, and Bill Arsno knows my just absolute love for when something breaks or explodes and sparks fly out of it.
Right.
Yes.
It's literally one of my favorite things.
Speaking of which, we still need to watch Runaway. We still need to commentary Runaway for Kiss and Tell.
Oh yeah, wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Spark City in that movie.
Yeah, it is. I do. The movie's terrible, but I do enjoy the action.
Tell John Cena I made him a convertible.
Run his wife off a cliff. Oh, fuck you!
Going in
There
reverse
goes your engine
now.
block, Ken. These bad guys have the unlimited ammo cheat on.
No,
What?
okay, come on. He should have just crashed into it.
How did he get into the air?
And then it blows.
Tell me he's wearing Timberlands.
For good measure, it blows up in midair.
My husband.
Okay, it's on fire. Thank you.
It landed in a swamp, I guess.
The old muddy swamp.
I hate you, Ving Rhames.
Ving Rhames.
Despite the fact that we've successfully escaped from not just one but two massive explosions, we might still need a hostage.
They
No,
keep doing
an
that.
Insurance policy.
Yeah, they keep pointing out that we can't kill her. We need a hostage, and it's like, do you?
They really don't at this
No.
point. They could just disappear.
At this point, the cops are going to shoot to kill no matter who they've got in their, whatever it's called. What's that word?
I don't know.
Their clutches?
Clutches, yeah, you can use
Yeah,
clutches.
that works. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me guess. The guy's going to mention rock candy again.
I don't know. Let's see. Is there a review for this on the site?
I don't think there is.
Let me see here. Someone's going to have to do one of those.
I hate you more than rock candy.
Well, you've seen it twice now. I think, Hawk, that makes it
I've
easy.
seen it more. I've seen it more than twice.
Well, then you're the perfect. You're the perfect person, victim. I mean,
Yeah, I might have to do that. Yeah, I don't see one at all, so I'll have to do that. I've also got reviews coming up for National Treasure and Shooter.
Oh, what was that noise? Did you just hear that? That doo-doo-doo?
No.
Didn't. No, that might have been your computer.
Do you have Facebook?
Really? No, I don't have Facebook open. I thought that was the score.
No.
That would have
think
made...
so.
That actually sounded like it could have been part of the score.
You know,
Oh,
my
I
decision.
picked up my beer. Maybe the liquid splashed a little bit, and
No, that wasn't that.
You know, I really thought it'd be a great creative decision to use noises from Skype in the score to this movie.
Yeah.
they're interviewing the composer. He's sitting in his studio with a soundboard behind him. He's like, I really wanted to to like really modernize the score and use modern computer sounds to really give it that extra kind of modern pep to it, and really emphasize some of the lines.
I thought using the Casio keyboard demos would be a great, just innovative way to score this film.
Like if Hans Zimmer had a stroke, those are the choices he'd start making for film scores.
Shut up.
Wait, Hans Zimmer is a crazy bastard, though. I love his scores because he's just comes with these crazy. Like for the Dark Knight Rises, he had fans record the League of Assassins chant.
Yeah.
And then that was part of the score. Just millions of people just chanting that he incorporated into the score. Like the ideas he has are really should not work, but they totally do. Yeah, I love that score.
I'm surprised the gas station building is still even there.
Like it hasn't just collapsed.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I know.
Bill Arsnow making all the good points as he watched the movie that I never thought of when I was in high school and saw it.
Just saying.
I never thought about any of this when I saw this. I was like, yeah, explode! Like that was when I was, like
in your formative years. Yeah.
17 years old or something. But I don't know how old I was when I watched this, but I was definitely not too cognizant of art in
this
film.
movie came out 9 years ago, in 2006.
Oh, that means next year it'll be its 10th anniversary.
So we gotta hold a party or something, right?
10 years of the Marine. 10 years and 4 sequels later.
Jeez, I wonder who they're gonna get for the Marine 5.
Probably The Miz.
Probably The Rock.
Probably Fandango.
They can't get The Rock. The Rock doesn't want anything to do with this.
Yeah, they can't afford The Rock.
I promise.
It would have to be a lower tier WWE superstar like Damien Sandow.
Oh, the world's smartest
the Marine
man.
series is The Rock's favorite franchise ever.
Damien Sandow is hilarious.
He's good.
I'm guessing Hawk and Ken don't know what his shtick is, but Damien Sandow is a wrestler who claims to be more intelligent than the rest of the wrestlers in WWE. So he just comes out and insults everyone's intelligence. Like, that's all he does.
Well, actually, that's what it used to be.
He almost always loses, too.
Yeah, I know. Last year, he actually changed it to Mizdow. He became the Miz's stunt double.
That's pretty funny.
Weird.
He did a good job with it, too.
That's probably a Dolph Ziggler joke.
So you guys will be happy to know that the director of this movie, John Benito, has only ever done one movie since, and it's called Carjacked.
Oh, okay.
Oh no! Is the rest of the movie going to be them wandering through this woods?
No, part of it is, but don't worry.
I was going to say, I feel like that's what they're setting us up for.
You know,
we spent all our money early on, and now we just got to follow them through the woods.
Yeah, really. It's just some woods by the studio.
Oh, you know what?
That's the danger right there, her kicking and screaming. Cue the danger music.
My hands might be twist-tied like a bag of chips, but you won't stop me.
So where does this movie take place, by the way?
I don't know, probably
South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
They probably shot it in Louisiana, right?
They probably did, for all I know. It looks like they did.
The reason I'm asking, I didn't catch a state, and they mentioned that there's mountains a few hours away in the dialogue early on, and so I'm trying to figure out, this looks like Louisiana, and where are the mountains in Louisiana?
There really aren't any, but I mean, like, as you head north into North Louisiana, there are hills. Maybe he's talking about Arkansas. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the Wikipedia page does not say where it takes place. They're just like when he gets home from Iraq, so they don't specify where it takes place that I can see as far as Wikipedia is concerned.
The movie's trying to be funny right now.
Nothing about this movie when it tries to be funny is actually funny.
So yeah, he was telling Robert Patrick, he was like, you shouldn't have killed those cops. And he was like, idiot, you killed the cops. And then he was just like, oh, blame it on the black man. And then he mentioned stealing cars, and I was like, he stole a car in this movie.
So this guy's just an idiot. Or maybe he's a crazy person.
Who's terrified of rock candy.
Yeah, he was raped by rock candy, so now he's insane.
Yeah, it's just, that whole arc is just so bad and not even necessary at all.
This was I take it back. This was not written by a middle schooler. This was written by an elementary school student.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm half expecting Bigfoot to come out.
Maybe this is in Florida.
It could be Florida.
They don't have the budget for Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of Bigfoot, I would rather Big Show.
You know he's in that movie with Dean Cain, that prison movie?
What?
He's in a prison movie with Dean Cain, yeah.
Why don't I know about this? And why? What?
Yeah, I know, right? No one's going to watch that. It's like WWE doesn't know how to utilize its stars when it comes to movies.
It seems like it. I mean, fucking MacGruber did a better job of it.
They did a great job with it, but when it comes to WWE Studios, it's like, okay, put Kane in a horror movie. That makes sense.
Right.
Put Big Show in a comedy. That kind of makes sense.
Right.
But then you put someone like The Miz, who people hate, in an action movie, you know, or
Make Triple H a bus driver?
or who's going to be Larry the Cable Guy's sidekick? Oh, let's go with Santino. Or, you know, let's make a Leprechaun movie. Well, who do we have?
What
Well,
was
we
with
have-
Larry the Cable Guy starring in sequels to movies people hate? Because he was also in Tooth Fairy too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
'Cause
the big thing right now is for the Dynasty guys to show up in them.
Yeah. Man, that's some thick blood.
Yeah.
You see, the Marine should have really been a Die Hard knockoff. Ha ha ha, now I have a knife.
Oh yeah, that would be cool, man.
Not that's way too clever for the right.
Has Robert Patrick already been in a Die Hard ripoff?
Not that I can recall.
Probably.
I don't know. Or hell, just bring William Sadler in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert
So last night I
Patrick
watched
does have that
Naked
Sadler
Shades.
kind of look to him.
Last night I watched White House Down. That's a good Die Hard knockoff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm looking at his filmography, and I'm not seeing a whole lot of Die Hard stuff for Robert.
I know. You see Double Dragon on there.
Right.
Have you guys seen him in Double Dragon?
Yeah. It's
yeah,
bad.
He's got like bleached hair and a goatee.
Yeah, it's great. If that's what you call great, that is, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in a movie called Equalizer 2000, which is apparently a Mad Max ripoff back in 1987.
What the fuck?
Sounds like something I really need to hunt down. Also known as Defender 2000.
And that's pre-Terminator 2.
Yep. Very much so. Oh, you know what? Robert Patrick was not in a Die Hard knockoff. He was in Die Hard 2,
Was he?
playing a character named O'Reilly.
He must just be like someone that worked at the airport or something.
Wait. They just did a cable joke.
Did they?
He was on the phone with some guy, and he's like, "Can you hold, please?" And then it turned out to be someone offering him new cable service.
Oh, yeah.
More of a telemarketer joke, but yeah.
Yeah, telemarketer joke, yeah. That was so stupid.
I think that there's a better than good chance that this movie's
But
script
see-
was written around the action scenes.
If this movie was like goofy, they could have made that joke work to where like he just switches over to the other line and he's like, "No, I don't want to change my long distance service," and then clicks back.
I love the
but
swell of the music as he's running through the forest there.
There's a lot of swells going on.
There are a lot of swells.
Where did he get that knife?
He picked it up earlier.
Yeah,
few scenes ago.
the bad guy shot one of their own and he picked up his knife when he came across the body.
Rambo Jr.
I need to see Rambo 4 again.
That was great. Rambo 4.
That movie is awesome for like being a several years later sort of sequel starring a 60-year-old Stallone. That movie was so much better than it had any right to be.
There was
Better than all the Expendables movies.
Rambo 4 might be the goriest like movie of that I've ever seen because they're so.
It might straight up be the best Rambo movie as far as I'm
That
concerned.
ending
Wait a
fight,
minute, Rambo might be the goriest movie you've ever seen?
Rambo 4.
And you've seen Peter Jackson's Brain Dead?
I have seen Peter Jackson's Brain Dead may be gorier in terms of sheer volume, but the gore in the movie, we call it Rambo 4, but the movie's just called Rambo.
It shouldn't be just called Rambo, but we'll ignore that.
Have you seen it, Bill?
No, I've only seen First Blood, and I can't take First Blood seriously.
Oh, wow.
Okay, tell you what, go to YouTube and look up the 50 caliber machine gun scene. Because Stallone literally makes people's bodies explode in that.
He's making
looking up after this movie. I think it's ironic that First Blood has a body count of 2, and Rambo, the fourth one, has. I mean, it's in the hundreds.
I like the First Blood. When I say I can't take it seriously, I mean, and I've had people try to explain this to me, and it will never sink in. Just like Rambo. I just constantly find myself saying, this should not be happening, over and over again. None of this should be happening.
That's kind of the point. The point of the movie is that shouldn't have been happening, but
that's like its own genre of movie. This should not be happening. This falls into that, actually, the Marine.
Okay, I'm sorry. I take it back. We can go back to Marine in a second, but First Blood has a body count of 1. Rambo 4 is 263. Jesus. That is 2.59 kills per minute.
There's no showdown with Brian Dennehy on a roof, though.
Well, technically, if you consider the original cut of First Blood Part 1, Rambo kills himself at the end, so you could call body count 2.
Yeah.
What's going on in this scene right here? Is he suggesting a threesome?
He's trying to seduce John's wife.
Yeah.
He's implying a threesome.
Yes.
We can make little baby T-1000s.
That's what makes him, like, extra evil. This movie was written by a Lutheran.
Wait, who are those two guys?
Cannon fodder, that's what they are.
Cannon fodder. But who are they? They're just like swamp men?
Yes. He's like, fuck that net.
Yeah. Ken made a comment about who John Cena looks like, and I've always seen some Mark Wahlberg in his face, personally.
Well, that's why they make that joke in Trainwreck, where he looks like Mark Wahlberg ate Mark Wahlberg.
Did he just get not just hit by a wooden board, but like wooden board vaporized in over his?
This is about to turn into Deliverance.
Explode in the dust as it hits him.
So he's been captured by Tea Party members?
Yeah. AKA Jackass Rejects and Trailer Park Boys fans.
Oh, okay.
Nothing wrong with Trailer Park Boys, but yeah, they do.
No, not at all. I'm saying that some people.
Here's the thing:
some people that like Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, I know. No. Here's the thing:
think that it's real.
I went to a live show of theirs in Philly, and oh my god, it was fucking rednecked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just.
That's what I'm saying.
Rednecks all
I
over
would
the
bet
place.
you money that there are fans of Trailer Park Boys that think that is a real documentary.
People like fucking love those guys. Like people came, like just the amount of merchandise people came, like trying to get signed, and like it was. I don't know. It was an interesting experience.
I don't know. It was funny for sure. Like I think one of my favorite scenes from that is when the evangelicals are talking to Bubbles and they.
Oh yeah, everybody was very that one.
Right. Yeah. He's like, "Can you read the Bible? Can you read, my son?" Well, that depends. Can you go fuck yourself?
So John Cena's been captured by by the guys from. They're drug makers. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So it's not going to turn into Deliverance.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, though, like making drugs out in a swamp is way more logical than my next door neighbors in Greeley who were making meth in their basement.
Right.
Yeah, actually, it does make more sense to do this in a swamp.
It makes a lot of sense. I remember we went out and got some subs, and then we came home, and then cops burst out of an unmarked van in the house next door and kicked down the door carrying shotguns. And it turned out that one of their roommates living there was a police informant.
Oh,
he'd been reporting on them for like the past year and a half. Which sucks because those guys were like really cool. We had a barbecue. He was the nicest guy ever, and he's a drug dealer or a drug manufacturer, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, they're track his GPS.
He just smashed the chair under his own weight.
That's like that's always cool. That's not the first time that's happened in a movie.
Oh no, but it's
Oh,
all.
I knew it. He pulled a Scarlet Witch or whatever her name is, Black Widow.
Black Widow.
What?
He broke the chair that he was tied to.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that was also in Killer Elite too, wasn't it, with the Jason Statham and Clive Owen?
Yeah, if he was pulling a Scarlet Witch, he would have like made them see their own fears or some weird shit like that. I don't exactly get how she works.
I mean, dude, it's
Age of Ultron's not a very good movie.
even then though, like her powers are kind of vague in the comics too.
I read the Wikipedia entry on her specifically because I didn't get it, and
Right.
I still don't.
But that's the thing is that I don't even think the people that write her get it.
I
Yeah,
think her
they
powers are approximately whatever the plot requires.
Exactly.
Kind of like Batman.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Or
Batman
pretty much
always
any
does
superhero,
whatever
if
he
we're
needs to
being
do.
honest.
What?
I said pretty much every superhero's like that, if we're being honest.
Well, yeah, but like when it comes to like Batman or Scarlet Witch, it becomes almost like I love Batman, but he becomes excessive sometimes. I just read the Dark Knight Returns, and the ending to that comic is he takes a pill when he's fighting Superman, and then it stops his heart.
That's
So
a
the
Frank
whole-
Miller though. You can't.
Right.
Frank Miller's in his own fucking world.
That's an amazing comic though. Like that,
Oh, it
that
is,
is a
it is.
phenomenal Batman
I'm
story.
just saying, like when Frank Miller writes anything, like he does not give a shit about continuity or what else is going on in that universe. Like he's just in Frank Miller world.
Well, yeah, but the Dark Knight Returns was envisioned as a standalone piece separate from Batman canon.
There's
so.
a sequel to it. There's Dark Knight Returns too. I hear it's really bad.
Dark Knight Strikes Back or Strikes Again or something. Yeah, no, it was not very good. It had some really weird shit, like the first Robin comes back as a fake Joker or something. I don't know. It was really weird.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Fucking Frank Miller, man.
But
Well, I still maintain that no matter what Frank Miller does in his career, he can be forgiven because he's the one who wrote "I'm the goddamn Batman" and turned that into a meme.
yes, that will. And, I mean, of course, we also got to credit Frank Miller because the Dark Knight Returns was pretty much almost solely responsible for the rise of the really dark, violent Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ushered in a whole new era of tone for superheroes.
By the
And then-
way, this movie, we totally have to do a commentary for the Lorenzo Lamas movie Snake Eater after this.
I don't think we need to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do, because this is like the same plot, and Snake Eater includes Lorenzo Lamas, and that automatically makes it like awesome.
There's
Something I just
a
noticed.
comment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bill Leon.
I was just saying that somebody made a comment once where they were like, whenever Sin City, the comics came out, which I want to say is like 87 or to 89, somewhere in there. Somebody was like, when Frank Miller started writing Sin City, he never stopped writing Sin City because everything he's written after that is so fucking Sin City.
Remember The Spirit?
Oh my God, we
yes.
got to do a commentary on The Spirit, guys.
No, we
Jesus.
never need to speak about that movie again.
No, that movie is like hysterical.
In badness.
Yeah, have you ever seen it?
Yes.
I'd watch it again, but I think I found it hysterical, ironically, back when I saw it in theaters. But I think if I saw it now, it would just irritate me.
No, dude, it holds up. It's fucking funny. Like, first of all, Samuel L. Jackson changes costumes like every scene he's in. At one point, he's dressed like Hitler for no reason.
Yeah, there's a scene where they're interrogating him, and both him and Scarlett Johansson are dressed as Nazis, and they dissolve the kitten in the dentist drain there, and only the kitten's eyeballs are left. And there's there's the henchmen who are always wearing different shirts. It was just.
Here's the deal with me in that movie. As I was watching it, and like the first scene he has with Samuel L. Jackson, he has a line where he's like, "He threw everything at me but the kitchen sink," and then a fucking kitchen sink comes and flies into the frame and hits him. And Samuel L. Jackson saunters on screen, like, smiling and shit. I'm like, this is a fucking cartoon.
It is a cartoon, And then
It is, yeah.
I remember when this first came out, and I saw it in theaters with my girlfriend at the time, and I enjoyed it for how ridiculous it was. Then later, I was trying to explain to my sister I was trying to explain to her why it was so entertaining, and she did not believe me for a fucking second. And now thinking back on it, I know why, because I was wrong and she was right.
It's interesting. I mean, I haven't seen it probably since like 2010 or some shit, but I enjoy the hell out of that movie every time I see it, just because I'm like, you just take a step back.
You say it holds up, but the last time you saw it was almost 6 years ago.
True. It has been a while. I'll rewatch it. I'll totally rewatch it because I got a fucking kick out of that movie.
So did I. But I don't. That was during a time in my life where I was making some very bad decisions movie-wise.
Frank Miller's movies. I mean, he wrote the screenplay to RoboCop 2.
Yeah.
That movie is like the biggest missed opportunity.
Did you just break a fucking foundation beam?
Yeah.
Oh, he hit him with a Miller Genuine Draft. That's probably the only beers up, and now they popped a Miller Genuine Draft.
See, I actually really like that shot. So Bill Leon, I think you're watching the unrated version, but in the regular cut, the PG-13 cut, right as he stabs him, the top pops on a Miller bottle. Like, it's actually a pretty good cut.
Mm-hmm.
The Miller Brewing Company put a lot of money into this, I can tell.
The Miller Brewing Company puts a lot of money into things they shouldn't.
Yes.
Did they
like
fund Beer Fest?
Miller Fortune, that was an absolute waste of money in beer.
Oh, zoom in on a crotch shot. That's
Ken, it was a cell phone shot, okay? Don't be an animal.
Oh, yeah? Well.
Yeah.
Don't be the animal, starring Rob Schneider.
Starring Rob Schneider. Derpity derp.
I remember.
Crotch
I used to watch News 4 back when I was at home in Denver when I was a kid, and I would always, every week, I would watch this critic, Greg Moody, and I remember distinctly that he called the animal, quote, ferociously bad.
Yeah.
With Rob Schneider. Like, I remember that very, very vividly because it was such a vehement dislike of this film that he just ragged on it for a couple of minutes saying how horrible it was, which he's not wrong, but...
I'm a carrot!
I'm
a stapler.
Rob Schneider is a stapler.
I'm a stapler!
My favorite one is the one that...
PG-13.
Yeah, the one that has no actual words in it. It's just derp, derp, derpity, derp.
Rob Schneider, derp, derp, derp.
Yo, okay, so they did the South Park episode, You're Getting Old, and in the movie, Stan's at the movies watching trailers for, like, Mr. Popper's Penguins and Jack and Jill. I was convinced that South Park made up Jack and Jill for a while. I didn't know that it was a real movie until it had actually come out.
Well, it didn't help
a lot of people thought that Jack and Jill was not actually a thing.
It didn't help that in the last movie Adam Sandler did prior to Jack and Jill, which was Funny People, he literally made fun of the fact that he was doing those, which gave people the idea that, you know, maybe Adam Sandler was realizing at that point that he was in a lot of shitty movies. Turns out that wasn't the truth.
I'm pretty sure there were movies in between the two, but yeah, like, it definitely felt like a fake Funny People trailer.
I think that Jack and Jill was probably made just so that Sony could, like, cash in on some tax break that they needed to break even on or something.
Well, no, I mean, because
there was no passion in that movie at all.
No, but there's product placement all over the place. Like, probably like at its worst, because starts with a Pepto-Bismol commercial with Regis Philbin. There's Sony computers all over the place. There's Oreo. There, you know, like, it's out of fucking control, the product placement in that movie.
And the Dunkin' Donuts bit without
the Dunkin' Donuts. It ends with a commercial and begins with a commercial because he's an ad executive.
Which is the perfect way to write in product placement.
When did Alan Silvestri start scoring this movie?
It's when the guy hiding behind the Lord of the Rings set got caught.
So now this has become Cabin in the Woods, but the good guy is outside and the bad guys are inside.
Is that Robert Patrick? No. Oh, that's the cop.
That was a really terrible shot of him jumping into the air.
Yeah.
I can't remember if he killed him there. Yeah, I think that was a kill kick. No, but really, you guys got to watch Arrow because Manu Bennett plays a really good villain in that show.
Oh shit!
What timestamp are you guys at? I think I'm behind or something.
I'm at 108:08.
Oh yeah,
well,
I'm ahead.
I was at 108:06 when Bill said that. So
Okay, yeah, the cop just showed up.
Same here.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Cool.
I paused for like a second to.
Yeah, there was I want to say in like 2011 there was a period where I was watching wrestling really regularly, and I like John Cena. John Cena does it for me. He's funny.
He's okay. Yeah, in the ring. Yeah.
I remember I was like not like
All right,
super
here we
drunk.
go. The token cat fight of the WWE action movie.
Ooh.
It's not that hot. Just a warning.
Jeez, everything made of wood explodes in this movie.
I know, right?
Couldn't jump those last 3 steps. Wow, this is
Rip it off.
yeah.
Come on.
I like how she waited that long to pull out the gun.
Fuck your denim jacket, bitch. All right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Can you guys guess what's gonna happen next? Just guess it. Just throw anything out.
The house is gonna explode.
Yes.
Wow.
What else? What else?
Mexican standoff. I mean, oh no,
Not quite.
The cop's
You're
gonna
close.
double cross him. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you got it.
Then you're gonna do.
I just want my family back.
I just want my family back.
Where's my family?
Twist.
VB.
He is the champ. He's John Cena.
He just pulled an Eddie Redmayne.
He did. Oh God.
Did Cena? By the way, when Cena entered the cabin, did he have to do a forward roll after blowing the door up?
Of course he did. He's John Cena.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Triton, goddammit.
John Triton, yeah.
John Triton.
Which is the best action movie name.
I just want my Ariel back.
Yeah, it's still second to Marion Cobretti.
I think action movie and action game heroes, the naming of these people is really underrated.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, back when I saw this, I did count the number of shots in that clip, and it was way too many before reloading, just like everything else in this movie. And then dodging another explosion, just way too fucking big for life.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's so much. It's so much.
Why did he tell her that? Oh, he's gonna survive another explosion.
Yeah. Running away slow motion from an explosion, obviously.
Whoopee!
Wow.
I'm pretty sure an explosion that big would have like vaporized everyone within the vicinity of it.
Yeah.
I do have to appreciate the design, like structurally, of that shack, so that all of the individual panels of the roof flew in opposite directions.
I'm sure they put that thought into it when they made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they did.
John Tucker must die.
So, as he was running away in the cabin before he jumped out the window, the bar exploded for no reason, and
It did.
And then beer bottles were exploding with sparks for no reason, despite them
were.
being made of glass.
Yes, they were.
And he just jumps out the window.
I love how the cop yells at the guy who seems to have survived an explosion. Get out of the water now! Not taking into account the possibility that he might have been injured, like, severely.
Well,
I mean, he wasn't.
That's cops in general, right?
That's...
They
but
break
he's a white person. He should be...
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. He's a white guy. He should be okay.
I have no doubt if it was a black guy, they would have shot him on sight.
Have you seen that Onion article where it's a story about black man bids tearful farewell to family before embarking on his morning commute?
Oh, god damn. Yes, that was horrific.
So you guys will be happy to know that there's less than 20 minutes left in this movie.
Good.
Ooh.
This movie's mostly been filler.
Yeah. Like I said, I really honestly believe that this movie was conceived as a series of action sequences,
I got your
they were forced to develop a plot and a script around it.
Yeah.
This is all about stupid fucking diamonds.
By the way, when did the diamonds come into it? I didn't remember diamonds being mentioned until...
They heisted them.
Yeah, they did it. I think you had to duck out.
Yeah, Robert Patrick's first scene was them stealing diamonds.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they steal diamonds from that jewelry store.
This movie might be the action remake of Swamp Diamonds.
Oh, God.
Swamp Diamonds.
That movie, that is one of the worst Roger Corman films, and he's done some nasty ones.
Do jewelry stores actually have just, like, stores of, like, just piles of raw diamonds hidden in the back of the store?
I don't know.
Did they think about that?
That's such a childish thing to think, isn't it? You know,
what do I know about diamonds? Don't they come from Antwerp?
They were going to, like, the original scene was going to be them, like, running out of a bank with, like, burlap sacks of money, but Adam West's Batman already took them.
With dollar bill signs on them.
Yeah, dollar bill signs on them.
Oh, we got the country bumpkin playing music on a truck. Cleats all-weather haulage. She's got the gun, like, literally nestled in her butt cheeks.
Literally.
I really want to see that movie Masterminds with Zach Galifianakis and Kristen Wiig, where he tries to shove the gun down the back of his pants and it goes off.
Oh, jeez.
And it turns out that the bullet just went right between his butt cheeks, so it didn't hurt him at all.
What?
You gotta look this up. It's called Masterminds. It's got Zach Galifianakis. It's from the director of Napoleon Dynamite, Gentlemen Broncos, and
Jared Hess.
Jared Hess, yeah.
Gentlemen Broncos.
That movie is so fucking funny.
I have not seen Gentlemen Broncos, and I've heard nothing but bad reviews.
No.
You're saying you like it?
Yeah,
it's
I saw some of it too, and I thought it was pretty good.
I'm thinking of the other one, Eagle versus Shark.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's not the same
different.
people. Yeah, that's not the same people, but
Gentlemen Broncos is extremely funny because it's so stupid, but it's not the same type of stupid as Napoleon Dynamite and Nacho Libre. It's kind of like he's refined that humor into something a little bit.
Who plays the teacher in that Gentlemen Broncos? Is that Jermaine as well?
Yeah, it's Jermaine from.
Yeah. That's why I confused it with Eagle versus Shark.
Isn't Sam Rockwell in that?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He plays the character Bronco.
What happened to Jermaine Clements? Like, he was coming up with acting roles for a while, and then he just kind of disappeared.
He's still around.
Well, I know that, but, like, he was in Men in Black 3, he was in Dinner for Schmucks, he was in all these indies, and...
He just released an indie movie, What We Do in the Shadows. It's fantastic.
Oh, right. No, that's right. They shot that in New Zealand, so that probably took, like, some time.
He's also on Rick and Morty, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
See, he's still got work. He's just not, on a Nicolas Cage or Brad Pitt level of... Okay, so the rest... There's not another second of movie that is not action from here till the end.
Oh, man, the boat didn't explode?
Oh, don't worry. There will be explosions. Don't you worry your little head about the explosions.
Oh, okay, thank you.
If you could cast John Cena in the Marvel Cinematic Universe...
who would it be?
Who would you want to see him do?
Like
Spider-Man.
No, I wouldn't even have him as a superhero. He would just be a Marine. He'd be a casualty.
This part's pretty. This is pretty funny.
Actually, speaking of which, speaking of A-list wrestlers being casualties in movies,
like he just endures a house being driven through him.
when is the last time you guys saw Reno 911 Miami?
Oh, it's been years.
It's been a while.
There's a scene. The Rock comes in to like train them, but accidentally sets a grenade off. He's in the movie for like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's a good joke.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so I think what's coming up here is probably the best, most hilarious, dumb thing in the whole movie. When they get into this warehouse. Yeah, here we go. There's an explosion.
Oh
Damn.
shit! How is Cena surviving all this?
How does Robert Patrick survive that?
Cena fell off the side of the truck. He's on the ground over there now.
Yeah, but he should be cut up and bloody, and he should have lost a limb.
They're gonna cut back to him. He's gonna have one nick on his face.
It's like running, and there's these gas things just lined up perfectly in the warehouse, and they're slow. They're just all lined up. John Cena's running in slow motion. So this is where the movie just really exceeds its explosion quotient is in these last 5 minutes.
Listen, WWE. We already spent our explosion budget. We need more money. We need more money for more explosions.
Oh!
Here, I love this. The whole warehouse blows up. And remember that shot. Remember that shot. It's very important for later.
This is like Citizen Kane. The shots are going to repeat.
No. It's better than that.
It's like poetry. It sort of rhymes.
It's sort of
so much
rhymes.
better than a shot being recycled. So now they're fighting in these somehow warehouse.
But why did the warehouse blow up after the truck went through the window?
Because John Triton, that's why.
Oh, okay.
My name is John Triton. He's really eager to tell people his name in this movie.
Hi, my name's John Triton. Who are you?
This is John Triton. I'm John Triton.
Oh, for what it's worth, Bill, Jermaine Clement's going to be starring alongside Bill Hader in a Steven Spielberg movie released next year called The BFG, based on
Gun?
The Big Friendly Giant.
Yeah, based on the Roald Dahl book, The Big Friendly Giant.
Oh, okay. Man, BFG, come on. You can't not
They
think
already
of
had the
Duke
BFG
Nukem.
in the Doom movie.
Yeah.
You can't hear BFG and not think of Doom or Duke Nukem.
Very true.
So
And
here's the
admittedly,
part
I
where
know
he
that
blocks
parody
a
is going to-
chainsaw with a big ass wrench.
Oh, he's got a sledgehammer.
I'm Leatherface.
Dude, you just get hit in the gut with a sledgehammer.
You're
Texas
I think
Chainsaw
you're a few
Origins.
seconds behind me, actually. Let me pause it really.
Oh, now he's got the chainsaw. Yeah, okay.
All he needed to do to fuck up John Cena when he was hitting him with the chainsaw there would be to just move the chainsaw to the left or right to get his fingers.
Have you realized by now that logic is not factored into this movie at all?
Oh my god, he just jumped like 50 feet in the air.
Yep, so remember the part where the warehouse blew up when he drove out of it? Here it goes again.
Yeah, it just blew up a second, well, like a third or fourth time.
What if you what?
What?
How did he know that was water that he could dive into? Like
And did he
that?
just jump off a trampoline?
Because he's John Triton. Why are you guys keep bringing this up?
John Triton.
What I like most of all is there's no downtime for Triton. He jumps out of an explosion into the water and immediately goes after his wife. There's no downtime. There's no time to breathe for Triton. He just goes right for his wife.
I have to save you from the happening.
And then above ground, for some reason, it's lightning.
Yeah.
Above the
Or
water,
sparks.
it's lightning. Yeah, or sparks. John Triton.
So, who are the main characters in the sequels to this?
Different characters. It's
Ted
not
Di-
John Triton.
Not John Triton, no. It's Ted
Different
DiBiase
people.
Jr. and The Miz.
Right,
and they don't play John Triton either. It's just whole different Marines in entirely different settings and stories.
So this is an anthology series?
Yeah, you could say that.
That's fucking
Maybe
weird,
they should
man.
get Arnold Schwarzenegger to star in the 5th one because, they've got John Triton. We need John Matrix.
And because, Terminator won't be surviving any longer past Genesis.
Yeah,
No,
really.
it will.
Yeah.
It will. It did really well in China, I think.
I don't think it did well enough, though. It would need to be.
Oh, you guys want to hear a really bad production company name? When I was watching Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, it started off with a series of production companies, and one of them was something like China Friendly Films.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Friendly.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, he is the Terminator.
Actually, he's Freddy Krueger.
Oh, okay. What's up with this Titanic music?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You can never kill the T-1000.
He just did, though.
Nothing can kill the Grimace.
Oh,
Nothing can
fuck!
kill the Grimace.
She starts laughing like she wasn't dead for 3 minutes.
Is that the movie? Yep.
That's the movie.
Roll credits.
No, seriously, they totally do. There's no epilogue at all.
Nice.
There's a bloody man next to me.
Nor should there be.
John Bonito.
Yep. Like I said, he did one other movie since then, and it was called Carjacked.
Wow.
Alan McElroy.
I feel like we shared something with each other today.
Pretty bad,
Is
right?
this John Cena rapping?
I don't know.
It is.
Let's hear.
No, it is.
It really is? Okay.
It really is.
Because for a while he did try rapping.
Oh, I know
Really?
he did.
Well,
I'm a Marine, executive producer Vince McMahon.
oh boy, that was wow. I have to say, Hawk, you definitely did us a favor on this one.
Hey, Ken, do me a favor.
Yes.
Look up whether or not WWE Films owns the rights to No Holds Barred, because I think they do.
Yeah, you'd think they would do a wrestling themed movie at some point.
They did a big anniversary re-release of No Holds Barred when they got the rights to it.
I know No Holds Barred is on Netflix, or it was very recently.
I'm pretty sure they have the rights to it.
Looking it up right now. I know that it was produced by the WWF, so
That's
Right.
back before. Yeah, okay.
let's see. It was released
The World
through
Wildlife
a production
Federation?
company. Yes. It was produced through and distributed through New Line Cinema and the Shane Distribution Company. And it says here that WWE Home Video re-released it.
Yep, there you go. Yeah.
So, yeah, they've been making films for a long time. Vince McMahon makes the best films. He makes the best film.
Oh, yeah. Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
The truth should be heard.
So, I think that's a good time to wrap up the commentary track recording, unless we have any final thoughts.
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty
Well,
shitty movie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll be doing more commentary tracks in the future, so be sure to watch and follow up for that.
Like